It's IGN's Out This Week, and my name is Pete Donaldson. Howdy! Now, there was a man in my hometown of Hartlepool on the northeast coast of England who, after his mother passed away, started dressing in her clothes and attending football matches in full drag, which obviously went down about as well as you'd expect in the testosterone-enriched atmosphere of a soccer ball match. He did this for some years, though, becoming somewhat of a fan favourite. They'd ply him with drinks and give him semi-supportive shouts whenever he was seen out and about in town. What none of us wanted to admit to ourselves, though, was that charming man was most definitely mentally unstable and shouldn't really have been indulged to quite that degree. Why am I telling you all this? Well, our first game this week is Deadly Premonition, Director's Cut on the PS3. Imagine Shenmue after a traumatic upbringing, or a jazzy bebop Silent Hill. The game opens with you, Francis York Morgan, a hard-boiled detective with a smart-ass friend only he can see, trying to locate the whereabouts of the Raincoat Killer, a right so-and-so that's been ritualistically murdering young women in a sleepy village known as Greenvale. But trying to hold on to any of this backstory is difficult when you're trying to process this pacey badinage.
1 turkey, strawberry jam, and cereal sandwich.
Sounds like the sinner's sandwich.
You should try this wonderful lunch. It's more than a delicious, tasty crunch.
You sure that sandwich is that good? I can't believe it. This is fantastic. It's really good.
The thing is, these weird characters and these amazingly odd cutscenes, they're kind of secondary to the unpleasant vehicle handling and the shooting mechanics. With the director's cut, these problems are supposed to be a thing of the past, with shorter loading times being a bit of a mixed blessing, as it's only ever going to bring on the crazy earlier. The secret to its sort of success is that oddball games with AAA aspirations and budget don't generally get to spend millions of dollars on making something quite so off the wall and, let's face it, broken. And there's a pang of nostalgia as we remember simpler times in the early years of the PS2, when this sort of stuff was getting pumped out weekly by the Japanese studios. But for 2013, the nuts and bolts are a little too weak. Roll on Deadly Premonition 2, and another 5-year wait, I tell ya. So, you're in a boardroom during a brainstorm meeting, maybe you're up all night drinking peach schnapps, and now you're feeling worse for wear, and your boss suddenly turns to you and says, "Hey, you, give me an amazing idea for a video game or you are fired." And you say, Batman and Wonder Woman kicking each other in a public toilet?
It's a trap.
Of course it is.
You're one of them.
Injustice. Gods Among Us takes all your favourite super buddies and makes them square off against one another. They're all here. Green Apron, Superb Man, Heatstroke, and how is that allowed? Anyway, it's a right rollicking fighting game from the makers of Mortal Kombat, and it shows. It's dark, it's atmospheric, and somehow manages to seem overblown and ridiculous in the best sense of the word, even in a world where superheroes exist. Finally for now, on the 3DS, Fire Emblem Awakening, a turn-based tactical RPG, and one that's entertained 1 billion people since its inception back in 1990. I'm not going to get into the plot now, as it's long, laborious, and more than a little bit silly, so let's focus on the positives, of which there are 1 million billion. If you like the Fire Emblem games, you're going to adore this one, because it's magical. It's got longevity, its difficulty levels run from normal to lunatic, and then lunatic plus, and it's also been made a little easier to encourage people who've never played an FE game to get involved. Do check out the fantastic IGN review. Audrey Drake gives it a big slobbery kiss, and so she should, because it's excellent. Right, my very nice figure of the week is this, so well done this. High fives all round. I'll see you next time.